Hello everyone and welcome! I know you are all waiting for Jin's lore, but I decided to give Riot few more days to fully complete his story, because as of now, there are some serious holes in his lore. So instead, I present you the story of Aelon, a Noxian adventurer on his journey across Shurima's deserts. This story is told through Aelon's letters addressed to his love Marina. It all began with Aelon's arrival in Bel'Zun. The goal of his adventure was to prove himself worthy of marrying Marina, as well as to make fortune using his skills in cartography. His uncle, Vilius, ordered him to accompany a team of Noxian trappers on their goal to capture a legendary Shuriman beast for their arena. He told Aelon to draw an accurate map of Shurima, as well as anything and everything of interest, especially the wildlife. Aelon really did draw everything he could, but his real motivation was not that it would have huge value to Noxus, but the fact that he got paid extra 3 gold securi a day. Luckily for him, during the first few weeks of his travels, he found a dealer selling an ancient stone map. He knew that the dealer was obviously a tomb raider or a thief, but he didn't care where he got the map from, because with that map, Aelon was able to focus on drawing the wildlife his uncle asked for. Few more weeks pass and Aelon's caravan decided to hire teams of Zer'Sai, also known as Bell Riders. These people were trained to scout ahead and warn the rest of the caravan of any approaching threats. The caravan master also purchased few dozen Rek'sai, or sandwalkers. These poor people would walk beside the caravan for their meals. If any beasts decided to attack the caravan, the sandwalkers would be released to serve as a bait. With their caravans fully equipped and ready, they left the safetiness of bigger cities and marched into the southern desert. These lands were known for being home to the beasts called Zer'Sai. Soon, Aelon learned about the Zer'Sai firsthand. One of these beasts was killed while feasting on few Enkasul goats. Its body started oozing and bubbling as it decomposed at an abnormally rapid rate. Aelon wasn't able to learn more about the species, and so they marched on. After collecting payments for few months, they decided to buy a giant beast called Rek'sai. They wanted to bring this beast back to Noxus and use it in the arena. Soon after that, Uncle Vilius sent them a message that told them to focus on capturing one of the Zer'Sai alive. He has promised Aelon 300 securi for each specimen they capture. Aelon was filled with hope, because at that price, he could return home much sooner than he hoped for. But he was also worried, because while he was on his journey, Marina's family was trying to introduce her to Gendon Belgaunt, another man hoping to marry Marina. Soon, the caravan entered the Sai. This was the heart of the southern desert. This place was filled with the Zer'Sai, and because of that, no unnecessary noises were allowed here. That meant no laughter and no conversation. Few days later, one of the smaller Zer'Sai attacked them. Fortunately, the spotters saw it coming and they were able to deploy the spearmen in time. However, they still lost one of their guards to this beast. The other guards were enraged and they killed it. Aelon was sad that they didn't capture it instead, but he couldn't blame the guards for killing it. The deeper they ventured into these lands, the more often they heard the story of Rek'sai, an infamous Zer'Sai of unmatched size, ferocity and speed. After listening to these stories and thinking about everything they went through, Aelon started realizing the beauty of life and his love to Marina. After few more days of walking across the desert, they finally found a place where they could rest at least for few hours. They found an empty outpost that was supposedly ruined by Rek'sai decades ago. Normally, Aelon would think that this was yet another superstition, but after walking past the bones of thousands, he fully believed all those legends. The next few weeks went without a ladder. The ladder that arrived after that explained what happened. Aelon wrote that they arrived at a burrow of Rek'sai. He explained that the void inside that burrow drew the Noxian soldiers closer and closer until it was too late. The void brought them to the edge of insanity and made them fall inside. Fortunately for Aelon, his Shuriman friends convinced him to turn away before it was too late for him too. But he made a mistake when he refused to look away from the events that followed. Rek'sai emerged from the burrow and brutally ripped the Noxian team in pieces. Aelon had no words that would explain the horrors he saw that day. But one thing was certain: no sane leader would ever send his soldiers to capture such a beast only for amusement. That's why Aelon decided to leave his past life behind and start a new life near the borders of Demacia. He understood that Marina probably moved on without him, and that she was most likely going to marry the other man. So as their wedding gift, he sent them the stone map he acquired. And that is where the story of Aelon and his journey ends. Before I end this video, I need to tell you something special. I put this video together as my way of supporting the Poor Julia event. I can't stream, so I can't support this event directly. So instead, I am going to point some of you guys in its direction. If you don't know what this event is, it is a charity event put together and organized by Foxdrop. If you visit thepoorjulia.org, you will see all the people that are part of this. And let me tell you, there is a lot of people. And if I manage to push some of you to check this out, I'll be as happy as I can get. All the links for this will be in the description. And with that, I will end this video. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting what I do. If you have a champion that you would like to see here next, leave him in the comments. If you like this video, give it a like, and if you didn't, then don't. Thank you all so much for being here, and as always, thank you come again. So again, thank you all so much for being here, and thank you all for your support. And now, I know I probably asked too much, but I would really love you guys for going and checking the Poor Julia event. This has been really well organized, full props to Foxdrop and full props to everyone that agreed to help him with this. I know that he is actually emotionally attached to this event, and I know that it would help him a lot if he would see some of your support. I myself am not a rich man, but I still managed to drop few bucks on this event to help the cancer research. And to be absolutely honest, I would actually love to spend more on that, because cancer research is science and I would love to spend my money on science. And other than that, I really don't know what to say. You'll have to check out the event yourself so you know what's going on. It is basically a week-long stream that includes a lot of different streamers, and they all collect money for a cancer research. From what I know, they can choose what kind of research facility they want to support, but in the end, they all use the money for the same sake. So again, you can just go there, you don't have to, I'm not forcing you. But again, thank you for being here.